Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Chris. We're gonna start doing the fender flare install on the 2023 Can-Am Defender. So the first part of installing these fender flares, Can-Am calls for drilling a hole from the inside of the fender out. There's a small little guide ring in there to put an 1/8 inch drill bit into, and you'll drill through that guide ring out through the fender. Something like that. I don't think I'll be able to show you that guide ring. You might be able to see that right here. You put your drill bit right there and you'll drill out. That way you know you're drilling in the correct spot. So now on the driver's side, we're going to drill through the fender with an 1/8 inch drill bit through the ring that is provided back there. You also have to be careful not to damage that ring when you're drilling, because that is what your self-tapping screw goes into. So now you're going to come in with your fender flare. You have 6 40mm screws with a T30 head on it. And there are 5 dimples in the plastic that you're going to screw into. That's so you got the perfect alignment. And then this front one goes into the hole that you drilled. You don't want to drill it in tight until you have them all started and fit into place. You can see that dimple through each hole. Once you have them all lined up in place, go ahead and snug them down. Now they are self-tapping in the plastic, so you want to be careful that you don't over-tighten them and strip the plastic. And that's it for the front one. So now we're going to move on to the back. First piece you're going to put on is on the bottom. Now you sort of want to find your angles, see where they line up best, because you cannot use the dimples that are here. They do not line up, so don't try to do that. You're going to find where it fits best, get it lined up. You're going to kind of hold it in place. Then you're going to take auto center punch or something and mark the holes in the back, and then those holes will be drilled out. Okay, so like I said, put that on there, find your angle, find where that's going to sit best. Take a punch or a marker of some sort, paint pen. You're going to mark your 4 holes so that you can drill them out. So after you got your holes marked, you're going to take a 1/4 inch drill bit. You're going to drill your holes out. Now after you drill those holes, you're going to remove this inner fender piece so that you can get behind here to put the nuts on your bolts. So when you're ready to remove this inner fender well, you got 5 push pins to pull out. 3 here, 1 here, and 1 in here. So when you can't find your clip remover, you got to get creative. Just pry them out with a pair of screwdrivers. Once you have all 5 pins out, you pull that off, and that gives you access to get back here to put your nuts in the back of your bolts. So on the bottom one down here, you're actually going to drill this out to a 1/2 inch. Then you install a flange nut because you have no way of gaining access to the back side of that to put a nut on it. Flange nut, and that's as easy as that. So when you get these on, you don't want to tighten them all up until you get everything lined up and situated where it needs to go. On this bottom one, they give you a little bit longer bolt so you can reach into the back of that flange nut. So getting these tightened up is a little difficult. You got to get a T30 in here and then screw it on from the back side.
A few minutes later.
So once you get your bottom flare on, you're going to take your top flare, slide it up into place. Make sure it lines up with the bottom flare. You got a bunch of angles to match up. Once you have it seated, take and mark your drill holes. You pull that down, and then your drilling's out a 1/4 inch. That's going to be nut and bolt on. So now my holes are drilled. Put your nuts and bolts on, and you'll be done. So here's the finished look of the project. It's definitely a lot more aggressive looking. It's going to stop all of the mud from coming inside. So thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the subscribe button and like button, and leave any comments if you got any questions or comments, criticisms. I'll answer them all. See you next time. Thanks.